Hello and welcome to the Dutching channel. It's Wednesday, the 1st of May 2024. It's just gone 9:05 in the morning, and we're going to upload the selections today from Pontefract. We've already put up Ascot and Wolverhampton. We are going to do all the meetings today on the flat in the UK. Punches down, too many runners, too much everything there going on, so I wouldn't have had time for that meeting. But I'm sticking to the flat anyway for the rest of the season there. So we're going to go into the Pontefract card because there are a few non-runners today. Starting with the 240, we're not having a bet in this race, but Inconspicuous. That's a debutante. That's a non-runner. Then in the 350, this is one of our races. I've just taken it out. That's Do I Dream? And in the 5 o'clock, there's two non-runners, Alentejo and Condor Pasa. I just like that song, actually. El Condor Pasa. Right, so that's the card then filled in with the non-runners today. We're going to have a look at my selections from my spreadsheet. So we've got 5 betting races today from Pontefract, and we're going to start with the 205. Again, there's not brilliant fields here, but there's a few winning bets to be had. I don't know if you've been following us on the channel last few days. Yesterday was a £254 profit, and the 2 days previous to that we had 20 winners from 40 selections and 17 seconds. So it was very, very unlucky those 2 days. But I could see yesterday coming, and hopefully I'm just going to be able to motor on now through this month. But we'll see what happens. So if you do want to join up or subscribe or whatever, just contact me on the email address at the bottom of this screen, and we can certainly get you fixed up. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at this first race at Pontefract, the 205, or the first betting race. Exalted Angel is our top selection. So we'll go into Matchbook. And the betting tells us there, Exalted Angel is currently 4.9. Stakes of £20.41 would return us £100. And our second selection is Westmorian, which is 4.8. £20.83 stakes here would return £100. And our third selection is Impressor. That's 5.2. So let's have a look first of all how much we staked with the first two. That was £41.24. We've only got £8.76 left, and that will have to be the last stake on Impressor. So Pontefract 205, 2 running for us here. Exalted Angel and Westmorian, one of those two would return us £100, and Impressor would be the lesser amount, which I will tell you all the lesser amounts when we do a recap on the meeting. Now, Exalted Angel, you can have a look and see what ones you like here. 99 is the top rating, 85.50 is the next one down, so a gap of 13.5 means Exalted Angel would be, I'm not going to say a half decent better, but I would say it looks okay in that race. So we'll move into the second race at Pontefract. This is the 315. We've got 9 going to post here. Because you can see when you've got a run-of-the-mill handicap that these points, like Simpson's Paradox, I've got on 81, Flying Scotsman 80. There's not normally a lot of points between them, but sometimes if you do get that difference, you think to yourself, why is it that difference? You know, it must be thrown in, must have a chance, but we'll soon find out today anyway. Right, so we're going to go into the Pontefract 315 next. And Simpson's Paradox, which is our top selection. That's currently trading at 17. Stakes of £5.88 would return us £100. And our second selection is Flying Scotsman. Flying Scotsman is currently 24. Never let prices put you off, because they don't put me off at all. Yesterday I had a second at 133. And that was my top selection. So don't let any of these prices put you off. They will come in eventually. Our third selection there is Giselle's Defence. Giselle's Defence, that's currently 5, and stakes of 20 would return us £100. Bushfire is the next one we've got. This is currently 13.5, and stakes of £7.41 would return us £100. And Bear With, that's next in, and that's another one that's currently at 5. So before we do that one, let's see what we had staked. £37.46, it left us with £12.54, so we couldn't put on the £20. And that's our maximum of £50 stakes laid out. Pontefract 315, we've got 4 running for us: Simpson's Paradox, Flying Scotsman, Giselle's Defence, and Bushfire. And the other one for a lesser amount will be Bear With. Then we're going to move into the 350. This was where we had a non-runner, so we're now down to 6 here. Do I Dream is out. So we'll click on the 350, and our top selection here is Garden Oasis. And Garden Oasis, that's currently trading at 19. So stakes of £5.26 will return us £100. And Dora Milaje is our second in, and this is currently 6.4. Stakes of £15.63 would return us £100. And Arkandale is our third in. This is currently 8.8. And stakes of £11.36 would return us £100. And Pearl Eye is our next one in, and this is 8.4. So we'll see how much we've laid out so far. And £44.16 leaves us £5.84. And Stately Home is our next in at 3.6. So you can see here, and I wouldn't tell anyone to do it, but we're obviously not fancying the favourite here on the river. We're giving it to come last, so maybe you would want to do a lay bet on something like that, but it's not, nothing's guaranteed in life. Right, so that's our stakes of £50. Pontefract 350, we've got 4 running for us: Garden Oasis, Dora Milaje, Arkandale, and Pearl Eye. One of those 4 would return £100, and Stately Home would be the lesser amount. Into our 4th betting race, this is the 425 at Pontefract. And Johnny Concrete is our top selection. And Johnny Concrete is the outsider at 12.5. Stakes of £8 would return us £100. And our second selection is Mart. And Mart is currently favourite, 2.98. and stakes of £33.56 would return us £100. And our third selection there would be Dubai Hills. That's currently 4.1. So first of all, the first two added together come to £41.56, leaving £8.44. So that would be the maximum we could have on our third selection. That's our stakes there of £50. Pontefract 425, Johnny Concrete and Mart, one of those two would return you £100, and Dubai Hills would be the third selection. And into our last betting race there, this is the 535, 12 go to post here. And our top selection in the 535 will be Musical Masquerade. And it's the last race as well at Pontefract, that one. Musical Masquerade is 8.8. She's Got Bottle would be our second one in. This is favourite bollocks of things at 4.8. Now Musical Masquerade, as I say, 8.8, stakes of £11.36 would return you £100. And She's Got Bottle 4.8, £20.83 would return you £100. Our third selection is My Brother Mike, and My Brother Mike, that's currently trading at 15.5, stakes of £6.45 would return us £100. And our fourth selection is Mr. Hines. This is currently 8.8. And stakes there of £11.36 would return us £100, and that comes to £50 and a penny. Can you believe it? So we'll make that £11.35 our last one instead of £11.36, and that's £50 staked. So Pontefract 535, 3 running for us. Musical Masquerade, She's Got Bottle, and My Brother Mike, one of those three would return £100, and Mr. Hines would be the lesser amount. So we're going to do a recap here on Pontefract. We're going to open the calculator up. 205, Exalted Angel and Westmorian, one of those two would return us £100, and Impressor, £8.76 stake, times 5.2 for the price would return us £45.55. So it would only be a slight loss, but we've got 2 running for us. Then into the Pontefract 315, 4 running for us here. Simpson's Paradox, Flying Scotsman, Giselle's Defence and Bushfire. One of those 4 would return us £100, and Bear With, £12.54 stake, times 5 for the price would return £62.70. So there would be a profit in that one, a slight profit. Then into the into the 350 at Pontefract. I wonder why I hadn't had a price on the bottom one, but that's because we would have backed the other 5. Pontefract 350. We've got 4 running for us. Garden Oasis, Dora Milaje, Arkandale and Pearl Eye. One of those 4 would return us £100, and Stately Home, £5.84 stake, times 3.6 on the price would return £21.02. So not great, but it's better to get £20 back than nothing. Then into our next race, the Pontefract 425. We've got 2 running for us. That's Johnny Concrete and Mart. One of those 2 would return us £100, and Dubai Hills, £8.44, times the SP of 4.1 would return us £34.60, and again it's better to draw that than lose. And into our last race at Pontefract, this is the 5:35. We've got 3 running for us: Musical Masquerade, She's Got Bottle, and My Brother Mike. One of those 3 would return us £100. And our last selection there was Mr. Hines, £11.35 times the price of 8.8 would return £99.88. So roughly you've got 4 against the field there. And that's all the selections done at Pontefract. So Ascot's already uploaded. You can look there if you want at the selections. The Wolverhampton card has also been uploaded. This is the end of Pontefract, and then next I'm going to be uploading Brighton and Kempton for later on. So I'll be back for the results show this evening, but otherwise have a good day's punting, and remember that the top selections have been coming in very well, maybe over the last 10 days, so keep an eye on those, and if not, fingers crossed we all have a good day. Thanks for watching.